All right. And I guess that's how I think and the next Metal Gear Solid is gonna go. But I don't think we could record that in the next 2 hours, sadly, because that was very wild. Like the part where I think Meck, what do you say about it? About the thing about Metal Gear Solid being a remake of a Metal Gear Solid on top of the remake? Too wild. Very wild.
Did I say that? Are you sure?
I think it will be part of our lost episodes, but I think that very banned and very saucy Metal Gear Solid episode will now be lost to time. Like,
I'm sorry, guys. You cannot. You don't know what we're talking about because that was off the record.
Yeah, it was literally 3 hours kind of arguing about Kojima-ism. Technically, the truth, we did talk about Kojima-ism, but now you won't hear our version of it.
I guess
conspiracy by Kojima, so that people cannot hear discussion.
Properly this time, I guess. Welcome to dia.log, the Inventors Podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome.
For the second time.
Yep, welcome to the second time, the real time.
No, there was.
I cannot use the damn it! I cannot use the John Halo joke now anymore. Damn it!
No, the first one doesn't exist. So the second one will be the first one to you listeners.
Yeah.
Episode
117.
Yes. The Master Chief joke. Master Chiefs.
The first, okay. So to our listeners, the first time we did that, we literally didn't know it was 117, and we literally left for like half a minute. Like, oh god damn that, we forgot to put a Halo joke there. So we made up a Halo joke, and now we cannot use it anymore.
Bear mention.
Yeah, it's just about John Halo. Yeah, that's about it.
It's okay. John Halo will have his due time, unless Microsoft says that. Well, not Microsoft. Maybe the developers say, "Oh, we're gonna cut that." Speaking of cut,
oh my god! Wait, does this count as the director's cut then?
where we accidentally cut the first half of the content and forgot to release it? No. I mean, we can. Maybe we just put it as the director's cut. Sure. Yeah, episode 117 director's cut. Introducing the panel, we have Daniel over there.
Hello, once again.
And the other side is Anand.
What's up?
And I remain as Amiro Macronos Ashraf. And in September, the progress bar for 2022 is now at 67%. So, which means we are at the 1/3, the last third of the year. I think I've said this before. Sounds like deja vu, but you don't know. You just hear this.
No. Right, so I guess, do we want to go back the way we did, or we want to go to the alternate route?
How about we go to the alternate route and see where we came back?
Yeah, sure.
So basically, fresh conversation that you and the listeners, everyone here does not know where to go. So how about we take a break in this night of the time of the night? Yeah, maybe sit down. Yes. Have some cozy drink. Yeah, a bit of coffee. And let's talk about coffee talk.
Coffee talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Game up.
Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna throw my hands up. I only just put up coffee talk like yesterday, so I just see like 2, maybe 3 days of the game. I haven't seen most of it. So how?
I think around the same time as you, Mac, as well, because I remember there was one order of teh tarik.
Oh, I haven't reached
Which
that
made
tarik
me
yet.
like, oh, that was further, yeah. When I reached the point where the customers asked for teh tarik, I laughed. At 2 in the morning.
Hey, Mama. Mama
But it is,
exists.
yeah. And it is a Southeast Asian production, so yes, we have
It's
teh tarik.
Indonesian.
Yes, yeah, we have teh tarik in video games now. We have roti canai since the Final Fantasy 15, and now we have teh tarik. Now we need the final trifecta is a nasi lemak. I guess in I don't know, Monster Hunter, maybe. As part of the cats, yeah, the cats have to make a nasi lemak for some reason, and then the trifecta of Southeast Asian foods in our region will be complete.
Yes. So, Coffee Talk. By Toge Productions, by the way, Toge Productions. Interesting choice of name.
Okay, as in mung beans, not the drifting through the mountains.
Yeah. Mm. The one that people either abhorrently hate it or reluctantly eat it. So
I love it.
I'm
Yeah.
I
I
am
eat it raw.
Oh, dinner just now, yeah.
I'm
I
Toge
might not get
ambivalent.
raw.
I am raised in a household where Toge is not escapable, so I don't mind Toge. But some people have very strong opinions against it for whatever reason. But yeah, Toge aside, yeah, Coffee Talk. This is also this is a game where it seems like, oh yeah, you just make coffee and then see people talk, but then there is a twist. There's something. There's a hook to it. There's a weird thing that for some people. But for me, at least I don't mind this time. Unlike some other game that we'll talk next. The twist is that this is a world. This is a world like ours in the year of 2020 in a town called Seattle. What's the twist? Oh yeah, various races are living in harmony, and I hope not just human race, but other humanoid races.
Or
Yep.
elves, succubus. Succubus of all things.
Yeah. The D&D, basically the D&D set list.
Yes, D&D.
Oh yeah. One of the earlier lines is that the dwarves have now entered the automobile industry. Like, makes sense.
And the orcs with their startups. What?
Yeah, I love that line.
The idea of like your what you call it, the orcs are basically your IT support stuff. Is like, oh yeah, that okay, cool. I don't mind them. They can work on the tech goblins. I don't mean the actual goblins. I don't know if goblins are actual things, so they have to change that word if it is so. Can't call that anymore. Yeah, it's basically a visual novel, right?
Yep.
It's basically a visual novel.
And I believe the only interaction is just making coffee, serving the customers their order. But the game is just pure vibes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just pure vibe.
Kind of like what's it called? Valhalla.
Valhalla, yes.
Yeah. But halal.
Hello.
Oh my god, that's you. I'm sorry, Jasper Games. Alright, so Mac, what is your favorite drink out of the games so far that you've made?
I haven't like experimented on the weird recipes, but I've discovered ginger coffee. That sounds like an interesting combination that I could just try it myself, because ginger is very abundantly available in my household. I don't know how it will mess with my internal clock, but I would like to try it out one time. But then like the normal hot chocolate, the espresso, stuff like that I haven't like ventured out. What have you guys found?
I've already said my favorite. It is the sudden appearance of the favorite drink of everyone, teh tarik. I guess the back.
tarik.
The reason why I like that is because I actually didn't play this game that much before our club here, our Game Pass club, because the reason why that is because I was watching a YouTuber playing it. It's Okayu, Nekomata Okayu was playing this game, and she played it. I think it's one of the clips by many clips that she had. It was basically, oh, what's this? Teh tarik? This is the funniest shit, man. And yeah, that's my favorite drink.
For me, the one that surprised me is the STMJ. It's Indonesian drink.
Oh yeah.
Susu, telur, apa lagi? Madu, and ginger.
STMG, yeah, ginger, yeah, STMG, yeah.
Yeah.
Ginger.
So it's basically milk, ginger, honey, and eggs.
I think like I think my cousin likes to drink that because she used to be in the uni in Jakarta. But yeah, like, oh, what's that? But don't knock it when you try it. It's actually quite nice.
Okay. It's unfortunate that they don't. That Coffee Talk does not feature egg as a selectable ingredient because you can make Vietnamese egg coffee with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So coffee, milk, and egg. So that's Vietnamese egg coffee.
Oh, this is new to me. Okay.
Okay, it probably sounds disgusting to people like us because we're not used to it, but yeah, it's a thing.
Yep.
I mean, runny eggs is always looks disgusting, but if you actually try it, you might like it. It might be your thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's creamy.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. So I can see why people want it in their drink.
I mean, you make
It's
whip.
creamy, yes.
Huh? I mean, you whip those egg whites, and what do you make? Basically that stuff, but raw.
Yeah.
Eggnog. What else?
Oh yeah, eggnog, right? That's the thing.
That's Christmassy drink.
So what else to talk about Coffee Talk? I mean,
the characters. So yes,
Yeah. So far, the people who I've met are rather interesting bunch of characters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My favorite for now is the last people that I've bumped into, which is the pair of vampire and werewolf guys. Yeah, those dudes. Like it explains the law of the world subtle enough that it doesn't feel like you a stupid one to not know, but you just like, oh, I'm not familiar with this particular races, so how should I know they have longer longevity than normal humans? But instead, like, your character knows the longevity, but doesn't know exactly how long. So the question being asked is like, it sounds more polite and more like, hey, hold on. So you guys were meeting back in the 60s. Is it the 80s, 60s? 1960s. Okay. Cool. Still long though, because the game is set in 2020s. So they're like 40 years. And they just say, just a few bags. Just a few while have a meet up.
Yeah. I think like one of the best thing about Coffee Talk and like this game series in general, because there is a second one coming soon, but it's been delayed to the recent passing of its creator. It's actually very chill sort of game, as you guys mentioned it, and like.
Oh, I mean, have you heard the soundtrack? For you listeners, go check out the soundtrack.
Yeah, go check it out.
The soundtrack's amazing. Yeah, the soundtrack's amazing. It is.
I'm trying to avoid the word persona in my description of how the song sounds.
No, I mean, you can just say it's jazz fusion. Persona music, jazz fusion.
But lo-fi.
Specifically Japanese jazz fusion.
Yep.
Plus lo-fi.
Persona, at least, yeah.
Plus,
don't say the P word.
No P word.
Not until October when it released on Game Pass.
Like, it's very easy to like associate that again, but there is an established genre of music there that just works so well in a cozy room where you drink coffee or tea in the middle of the rain at night. There's a very specific vibe to it that has a song, that has a genre of music associated to it. So it's very cool. Like, I think the title track that you hear when you boot up when you start the game, it's called Tender Heart or something like that. Go look that up. That will sound like, oh, I want to chill out and grab something to drink and just contemplate on my life. That's the kind of music. I mean, you don't have to contemplate about life. Just relax for a bit. Take your, if you have a bad day, it's a good time to let it all simmer down. Can. But if you have an existential crisis, it's also another good song to hear.
So, Mac, if you can give a rating, because this game already came out in 2020, I think. I'm not too sure, but it just recently came out in Game Pass. What will you give the rating for this game?
A solid 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think I will go for 8. 8.5. 8 to 8.5.
Unless the writing is very I'm very my heart is being captured by the writing, but so far it's getting there from what I've seen. But
yeah.
It's just a matter of this is not the game that I'll go and hunt for. It's very much out of my ballpark because visual novel is just a thing I respect from afar. Unless they have like weird cookie mechanics. By cookie, not the food, but weird. There's only one visual novel in my Steam library, and that is what's the game's called?
Is it the KFC one?
No. I'm not into dating. It's called Long Live the Queen.
Yeah, that's the one.
And basically, I got that one because the idea of you can build your queen, you can build your stats around the day, and hopefully you survive throughout the whole game. I have never survived throughout the whole game. I have been assassinated, being killed, being poisoned by chocolates. Whatever. Being
with a dog or something.
I've also been attacked by Lovecraftian monster. Being a queen is hard in a place with political turmoil. So that's the kind of visual novel I play.
Yes.
That's what I'm going through. But Coffee Talk will appeal to, I guess, people who just like a straight up normal visual novel. It's just a bit of a little bit of a little bit of gameplay here and there to sprinkle on top. The writing is good. It's very contemporary. It's also very how do you say it? It's something that you be reflecting upon because this may be like close to home for some people. Or at least you feel the empathy of some people are going through this sort of stuff. All right, I see now.
Yep.
Sort of like that. So yeah. Again, the 7 or 8 is not a bad game.
Well, I don't want to take out the Psychonauts too many pictures.
I mean, was it moderately pleasant?
Yeah, I think moderately pleasant. Yep.
Or is it surprising?
No.
Whatever lah, I forgot. But
I don't want to take it. I can use that later on in the month when I find it again.
I mean, give Coffee Talk a go lah. Maybe it's your cup of tea or coffee, I guess.
Maybe it's your cup of teh tarik.
Yeah.
I mean, don't worry. You don't have to know how to draw latte art. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, the latte art.
No, I keep trying to draw those latte art like those fancy schmancy coffee shops. All I do is just failing images. So no. I try not to bother.
There is an achievement in the game Wait, if you play 1 hour of the latte art, you get it.
I will
You have to
gladly,
try for 1 hour.
I will gladly skip that achievement. Thank you. I have no talent for latte art. The only thing I can draw is just obscene stuff. Unintentionally, I tried, but it keeps on coming out with those three prongs. How should I know? It should look like a tea leaf, but it looks like a cocoa bottom. Whatever lah.
The audio one.
As I say,
The best one I've made is a yin yang symbol, but I cannot for the life of me make the dot on the milk side. So of course it's possible, right?
magical art, those latte art.
Yep.
I think should we head out of the coffee shop?
Yes.
I just finished my triple shot espresso. Let's go.
And now where do we go?
I guess we can start walking then.
We're gonna walking. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get my walking music. Hey Siri, play Loro. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, we're walking there then.
Let's go to Port Knot City. Let's go.
Oh my god. Port Knot City, not capital Knot City, right?
No, Fort Knox City, yeah. And not apa New Donk City. No, that's Mario.
Death Stranding is a Hideo Kojima game.
Yes.
And it says so like 4 times in the prologue.
Yeah, written by Hideo Kojima, and then storyboard by Hideo Kojima, and then produced by Hideo Kojima, and then you get the directed by Hideo Kojima. It is amazing.
He has to ensure the pre-prologue sequence, there is 4 instances of the name Hideo Kojima to make sure you know this is a Hideo Kojima game. Wow. I mean, if he doesn't make good games, I would have called out on his bullshit there and then, but he somehow has a point in other places. Like, oh my god, this game. You know how it's the game where we seen the trailers before, right? We seen all those pre-marketing, the marketing trailers, the pre-releases, right? It is so absurd and bizarre, it doesn't make sense. But then you see in a game, it's still bizarre, it doesn't make sense. What the heck am I looking at? Even in context, seeing normal readers naked at the beach holding a baby is still kind of weird, because it only explains afterward. Only after you see the weird cinematography, then you get your lore dumps. Okay.
Look at this very weird cutscene, and now you can get your lore down.
And then we explained everything in 30 minutes.
Yes.
You sit down for the lecture.
Let's go.
No, there's even walking lectures as well.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget your walking lectures as well.
Hey, Sam.
No. Does that count as a podcast? That's a good question. Does it count as a podcast then?
You know what? There is a podcast. To you listeners out there who are walking while listening to this.
Hey everyone, listening to podcast named Sam. My name is Die Hard Man.
You know why it's called Die Hard Man? He deals with the dead. He used to be a coroner.
Yeah.
I still don't know why Die Hardman is Die Hardman, but god damn, his name is Die Hardman.
I think he's hard to kill.
If it is like that, I won't be surprised, and B, god damn. But to be fair to Kojima, we as a society did operate like that.
Yeah.
We used to be called tailors, with the surname tailors, because we did make clothes. Well, the Western people lah, but
Yeah.
But we as a society in general, yeah, we used to tend heights, and that's why people call them tanners.
Tanners.
And then you
And
have
smiths. And then shoemaker, the shoemaker.
Shoemaker, yeah.
very obvious. You make shoes. Coopers, who apparently make barrels. That's the Cooper.
Barrel coopers, yes, I remember.
Yeah. I played Farthest Frontier, so that's how do you get those names? Okay. So maybe it's not as on the nose as you expect. It has. Kojima does his job lah. He knows he does enough of his weird
He
research.
knows he's American.
This Ameriboo.
Yeah.
I mean, if a society is going backwards after weird events where stuff like this happen and we start to call ourselves by our job professions, you know what? It's not that far from the truth.
Okay.
Now,
I mean, even in kampongs, they use that style though. Like, Amin mana? Oh, Amin peniaga kedai tu. Amin kedai beliau. Amin, siapa lagi? Halimah mana? Oh, Halimah jual kuih.
Yeah. That is actually
That kind of thing,
true.
yes. We do use it.
Tu Tok Mat ladang nangkor tu
Yeah.
Oh, ingat Tok Mat jaga kedai bukan kan? Ya.
So even in Malaysia, in the Malay society, in rural at least, we do use that informally.
It's just that our naming system is very different. We don't use surnames. What's this called? Patronyms? Is that the system name?
Patronym. Yes. It's like the Icelandic.
Yeah.
In the Swedish.
That's the fun thing. It's also apparently the same in Scandinavian. That's why all the sons and daughters.
Johansson.
Speaking of Scandinavian, how do you guys find tracking the Scandinavian-inspired America?
With a Scandinavian band playing in the background.
Oh yeah, of course, Loro is Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Kojima intentionally picked Loro because Scandinavian. Also, he knows the landscape will be Scandinavian inspired. Oh yeah.
I mean, gotta give that dude the credit he deserves. He when he goes for a vision, he goes in deep like that. I mean, technically, this is the first time we've seen him being because all of his previous bullshit was all like encompassing the military industrial complex because of the themes of Metal Gear Solid. So of course you have to cover the war and peace. And then the whole shenanigans about the war economy. That's Metal Gear for you. Also Metal Gear. We have a vampire and a person with two hearts. And can bend bullets. Because reasons that are not explained. I don't know, because the boss looks cool when they are a vampire and a person that can bend bullets.
And a vampire, a lady that can bend bullets, and a fat.
I think he's little fat man, by the way. Descriptive name also a bomb reference. Also, this is the same game where they very much like have a in-game universe explanation on why you don't pick up guns from random enemies, because they have to be registered, because they have a serial number associated to them. So you can't just pick up. You have to find guns that are not associated to any person. But here you have a vampire.
The bureaucracy and the fantasy, that is amazing.
But here in Death Stranding, now that the shackles of militarism has been like released, what did Kojima tackle? The spiritual world, ghosts, invisible ghosts, the shadow realm,
the invisible ghosts and delivery couriers. Yes.
Gee, what happens if the world suddenly gets attacked by an unknown spiritual event. And by spiritual event, I mean ghosts, not people being enlightened by their soul or whatever. Right, not that kind of spiritual event, not a ritual event, but a proper ghost shenanigans. The weird ghost shenanigans happen so hard that America has been separated, and we all live in a society isolated within out of each other, have to live indoors, stuck, and you have people out there sacrificing their lives, delivering stuff, because out there is dangerous. No, I'm not explaining 2020. I did not. I'm not explaining 2020. The events of 2020 that is, for some people, are still ongoing to this day. That's Death Stranding. Death Stranding released in what, 2019, right?
Yep, literally, November 2019. So literally,
right on the cusp of COVID.
Yeah, right on the cusp. Yep. 3 months. So that means they are 4 months late.
That's the weird. That's the weird thing about Kojima's weird vision. Even though most of them can be just casted off as bullshit shenanigans, right? There are some hints of truth there. Even in the Metal Gear Solid series, we've hinted a lot of MGS2, right? MGS2 coined the term memes, or as we now know as memes, back in 2001.
Yeah, and they did talk about social media. Media is going to be consumed in the fastest rate.
Oh my god,
Isn't it social media?
They did. They may also talk about sort of fake news and whatever, that the truth can be manipulated by the patriots and whatever. But that took 10 years to materialize.
Yeah, it took 10 years. So 2011 well.
Please, Kojima, your next game, please hope for something good. Please, whatever it is. Oh god.
I mean, he's going to make a podcast, right? So he said, "Oh, all my stuff is going to be exclusive there." So,
take notes if he says any word about war or disunity or whatever, paranoia. If those words comes in, we are screwed as a society.
Even for the podcast is just 3 hours talking about, oh yeah, I just watched Top Gun Maverick. Let's discuss this.
I mean, I don't know about Top Gun enough to say to riff on it.
It could either Top Gun at all. Let's have a discussion on how the Paddington series would end after this trilogy, since you'll be the first. Let's discuss Paddington law. I can see him doing that, not gonna lie. Just 3 hours of Paddington law. We can talk. They can talk about the animated series, the children's storybooks, which then counts into the two first movies.
I don't know Kojima enough to know if he would go on a podcast length to just talk about Paddington Bear, but sure.
I can see you doing that, not gonna lie.
How long until the next game will feature a Paddington Bear cameo? Or actual Paddington Bear canon, real in that universe. He just comes in from Peru and then suddenly bumble. Oh, have you fancy some Marmalade in some weird rural America with that British accent?
Yeah, the best part is they don't have people on Twitter. They don't have to Photoshop it in. No. He is literally an actual.
No.
That's like content.
No, if start the game, that new game from Kojima and start the game, and the game asks you, do you like Paddington Bear? If you like Paddington Bear, every cutscene will have at least one frame where Paddington Bear can be spotted in some of the scenery. He could be just by the window. He could be sitting next to your main character. He could be the Paddington Everywhere system.
The Paddington Everywhere system. Immediately, Game of the Years.
When you track outside and Paddington the Bear is walking by with you and Loro is playing, he just says, nice song, innit?
Nice song, innit?
That's all he says. But speaking of nice songs, I'm surprised how well those hiking moments, those trekking moments, and then the selection of songs suddenly play in the background. Like, I joke about Loro a lot, but actually the Loro songs actually makes for good hiking song.
Yep.
Being alone, and then you just see like very nice scenery and then very soft music playing at the background is actually a vibe that I have not discovered until Death Stranding. Okay, I see the appeal now.
No, yeah. I think like I think it was intentional to make the songs like, oh, if you're doing this, baru dia akan main the song as such.
Yep.
Because there is because I already played the game till end on the PlayStation, and there is one part and right at the end where they finally played the songs they showed in the trailers. Bit of spoiler, but you know which one. That's the song. You know which one of the songs. It's really good. This is what it is. As I said in the first episode, the last episode, it is basically the Gran Turismo of walking sims.
Okay, we need to like explain that, because in some form it's actually pretty accurate. In the form that they went the details of like, okay, this is a career game. This is basically you go from point A to point B to deliver stuff. This could just be a simple point A to point B delivery game, like an open world where you just go from point A to point B, right? You know, like a driving game, but without the cars. But they don't. They actually added like weird mechanics to how the porting system works.
Yeah.
The fact that when you get a mission to deliver a cargo, it goes into this very technical menu, like loadout menu.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want to put this box? Your back, your
front,
on the shoulder,
your hands,
on your person, or you want to carry it. And then you get to see how it affects Sam, because you know your character, when you put in heavier cargo and you stack all the boxes on the back of him like a stupid mad lad, you can see him just like rocking back and forth, like trying his best to carry up to 120 kilos of cargo. Like, hold on, 120 kilos of cargo.
Yep.
That's
This gets paid.
I barely can carry 10 kilo of a monitor around in public transport last time around, and I have sore arms for this. This guy can just... No wonder they call him a legend.
The man's the best postman in the post-apocalypse.
You don't think any postman can carry 120 kilos of cargo like that?
Without a car, without any car at all.
He carry on his person, like it's okay. It's not nothing lah. He does feel the pain and whatever, but the fact that he can do it is wild.
Yes, the fact that he can stand up. Even 100+.
Oh, like wow. But then the actual walking is actually. This is actually a proper walking simulator in the terms of it simulates the walking bits. there is a sim in the walking simulator, not just walking simulator. It's not as a joke, but as an actual like straight kind of game.
Yep.
The fact that the terrain is designed to be rocky or uneven at certain places, so you have to like find a good route around your to your destination. Sometimes there is a good route, sometimes there are not, so you have to like buckle up, as in press your LT and RT, and you can like literally buckle up, close it, have your hands grab the backpack at the back, which is a mechanic which is okay, they gone that far. And then ensure when you turn, you don't upset the loot so much, because the loot that you carry behind your back also affected by gravity. So if you turn too much, it can lean to the left or right too much, and you have to like counter steer.
That's like that's
How
what
we go with the Gran Turismo again?
Gran Turismo, yeah. I used to use that word, man. Oh my god.
I did not spoke that counter steer.
Counter steer, yeah.
I think that's the correct word for it. I did not misspoke. I did not. Yeah.
Speaking of it again, a little bit tangent again.
Yeah.
What are the odds, again, when Kojima was testing out engines and for a game, he tested out the polyphony digital engine, Gran Turismo engine, again. Hence why it feels very like driving a floaty car. Like you've made a bad setup for the car.
He says no thank you, but I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
Can we do that on the horizon engine, the Sima engine? Can. Yes. If secretly polyphony was actually delivering data to how the sim should work, I mean that would be wild. No wonder Sony is like keeping this Death Stranding IP onto them, because there are like a lot of shared technology that Kojima has access to. Oh yeah, what happens if you cannot find a good optimal line to your destination, right? Hey, turns out you can use tools to help you navigate the world, such as ladders and ropes, and you can also construct various helpful and supporting buildings for your journey or someone else's journey.
Yeah. So you don't have to carry 5 ladders.
No, someone already did that.
Someone already did that. Someone already put the ladder on your way. Don't worry about it. Just carry 1. Good enough.
Yeah, just carry 1. Yeah, that's enough.
Itulah, it's fun lah when, okay, at first you have no idea, everything, the open world is barren, empty. I mean, designed to be so. It is purposely be done to be empty, not only for the vibe, but also like mechanics wise. So you just have to like go around, deliver. Hopefully nothing happens. Something will happen.
Funny money.
The funny one will happen. But there is like something to support you once you've made your first trip to that specific location. The trip back will be easier, because suddenly you've unlocked the chiral network. The chiral net. What the heck is chiral? I think we've talked about this before, right?
It's basically the internet. Yeah, it's basically just the internet.
I think it's a made up word like chiral net.
Yeah, it's basically just, this is just the internet.
Okay, so basically you get the 56k connection back, and then you see, when you connect to the internet, what happens? You see people online.
You can see the guy or girl that you're delivering to, like that.
But also speaking of online, that's where the online component activates. That's when you see, someone has put a ladder here to ensure. So that weird river that you have to cross, and you had trouble with, and you basically lost your footing, and you got washed up to the streams when you want to make your way the first time around. The back when you want to return, someone has handily put a ladder there, across the river. Give them a like. No, 2 likes.
Give it a like.
3 likes. Like.
10. Just
like.
press the like button before the meter goes runs out.
Spam it.
You can spam likes. Oh god. It's actually a very nice system like that one, the online component, because everything is just it's all about collaborating, or at least supporting each other at least. And I guess that's the gist of the Strand genre, is to bring everyone together, rope people in, as you might say, unite, tie them up together to make America whole. Oh, damn.
Make America whole again, Sam.
Man, this game. There are parts where I love this game and parts where I love this game. 2 separate words, if you didn't catch that.
Close enough. Loath and love.
And you know why the open world is barren? Because sometimes you won't see nothing, but sometimes the rain happens and then invisible ghost appears.
Yeah, it's BT, sorry. Yeah, it's BTs.
Okay lah, BTs. I prefer invisible ghost still.
The Hantus, basically.
I wish I can just believe it to be not real and move on with my life. And they will not bother me, but no, they will bother you.
No, they will bother you.
That's why the world is so open. So you won't see, even with the open world, still won't see the danger of the... And I wanted this game to just play it straight as a career game and just deliver it. I want it to just be ETS2 on foot. But somehow, you need to have a twist here. You need to have like added complexity, as if the simulation of uneven terrain is not complex enough. But yeah, you have to deal with staff sections. But at least it's not like your typical staff sections lah, where you see the enemies and you have to like skirt around them. This time, you don't see the enemies and you have to skirt around invisible enemies. Oh god. I mean, you have tools. You have tools like what's the thing that ketak thing on the side? I keep forgetting.
Yeah, the counter deck. Yeah.
Odra deck.
That thing, Odra deck. That thing acts like your sonar beam lah. If you hear them ketak even faster and faster, that means you are screwed. So
powered by the baby in the jar.
And then the baby. God damn it. The baby also has a bar or something, because the baby makes you sense the invisible ghost, right? But also if they sense them too much, the baby will start crying, and you don't want a crying baby, and you have to like pacify the baby by rocking the baby in the jar while you are in danger. In the rain,
moment.
Like there are plenty of the first few moments of dealing with this invisible ghost will like make you tense for the wrong reasons. Tense because you just don't know how to deal with them, and things will go wrong. And I think if the intention of the game is to have to make sure the first time someone will have got it wrong, I mean they succeed on that one. It doesn't make me less annoyed that might be a considered, an intentional design. Because I am still annoyed that there is a easy delivery that I thought would have just been like, it was an interesting hike up a hill and then go downhill into like a solar farm. You can see the solar farm already at the end there.
Yep.
And then you have to like go through like a small forest filled with trees and whatever, right? And then suddenly it rains. And then the cutscene
Oh, no.
happens. The cutscene to say, ho, ghosts have arrived to the party, y'all. Be on your guard. Make sure the baby doesn't cry while you try to skirt around them. Oh no, the baby cried. What happened? Disaster.
The Onyo. The Onyo moment.
I learned through that experience the hard way, especially during that sequence in particular should have like I should have seen the red flag going around, because from that area I already have the internet has been connected, so I see people's whatever. So not only that, people can like erect buildings and leave you good stuff, right? Stuff that also like you can carry stuff, but not all of the stuff are like crucial to your delivery.
Yeah.
And those kind of stuff, the cargos, the boxes can be lost. Like, oops, you drop it somewhere and you decided not to pick it up. Those can be left and might enter someone else's world as lost cargo that you can pick up and deliver on their behalf. I should see that as a red flag now inside, because when you see a lot of lost cargo laying around everywhere, that should be the order bag ketak saying, yo, people are having problems at this area. Have you considered why these packages have been dropped? Oh, I did not consider, and I decided to cargo, pick it up. Cargo, pick it up. I want to be a good player and help the community. Ghost arrive. And I have like I am at the capacity of around 100 and 110 kilograms of cargo at the back. Sam is like weaving, bobbing around, and have to like also stealthily find a way through a forest that he's not familiar around, and then he has to hold his breath, and then the stamina bar is ticking down, and then I'm taking too long going through the segment. The baby also has a bar ticking down. I did not notice that. I forgot about the baby. Suddenly the baby cries.
Oh,
and then I'm like panicking, like, where's the baby button? Which one is the baby button again? Oh, this one, and then this one. Okay, how do I rock the baby? The baby is not rocking correctly. How do I rock the baby? Oh no, why is he crying so much? And then and then the ghost encounter. The ghost encounter appear, and then apparently I think I got dragged into. It's a boss fight apparently, right? Because,
it is a boss fight.
Because the first was when you when you say when the alert arrives, the ghost knows you. The land down there becomes like goopy black stuff that wants to grab you down. I mean, you can run away from it, but if you did not manage to run away from it, because of low stamina, because you have to keep your breath, and lots of stuff has happened before. When you do that, you get dragged into the mud, so to speak, and then suddenly appear in some other place, and then I see a black whale attacking, and I have no idea what to do. It was just a mess. It was just a mess back then. I mean, because at that point of the game, I still have no weapons. There is no way of for me to fight back. I mean, you can melee, but what good would that do?
You cannot melee a ghost.
You don't melee a ghost.
Imagine trying to melee a ghost. I will. So it did not work. But weirdly enough, that's the first time I encountered the ghost of online players throwing packages of grenades that I'm not sure how to use. So what I did is just like, oh, thank you, but I cannot grab it. Or maybe I did grab one or two of them, but I just grabbed it, but I don't know how to keep it, and I was panicking. So it was a mess. That was my first non-S delivery, because I took so much time because of the damn ghost and the baby. But at least I learned my lesson from there. Okay, so Death Stranding is not just a straight out cargo delivering game.
No.
Okay, I have
It's
to
a
play
cargo
ball.
with caveats.
You know what? If this game is just a normal cargo delivery game, when it was revealed, right? I mean, I get it why it's not revealed as such, because if it's revealed as such, only maybe even less than 10% of the current Kojima fan base who are expecting what's the next Metal Gear. A Mud Dispatch game? An Uber delivery simulator?
The post laju.
The post laju
Post
game.
laju.
Oh man, shout out to post Malaysia for that joke. Everybody watching the live stream will just be baffled and bewildered. Like, okay, Kojima has gone too far in the deep end. I have no idea what this is. But on the other side of the pond, you can hear the weird truckers, the truck sim fanatics, going like, yeah, cargo delivery game. So they have to put the bullshit supernatural elements there to get the Kojima. Oh yeah, this is a weird game. Yeah, this will fill my Silent Hill Silent Hill hole in my
The
heart.
Silent Hill depression, which still exists until now, sadly. The SSD actually. SHD, yeah, Silent Hill depression.
Man. But no, you have to put a twist there. I mean, I'm not on board with the twist, but I still like. I understand why not everyone likes a normal cargo delivery game. You have to put in a wrinkle. You have to put maybe a stealth session. You have to put like engaging gameplay in some sort. Sure. I'm not saying I'm not enjoying Death Stranding, but there are moments where like, okay, I have to deal with Kojima bullshit. Just like how I play Metal Gear Solid. There are moments like, oh yeah, that's a cool thing. And then, what the hell? It's not a Kojima game if I don't have a reaction like that.
Yeah, true.
Don't know if
So
I want.
that was-
Don't know if I want to finish this game. I don't know, but Daniel, you finished it through the end.
Yeah.
Are you planning to see it to the end?
The Death Stranding, is it?
Yeah, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, I'm gonna play until the end. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy the
Okay,
game.
at least
I'm gonna enjoy the Kojima-ism till the end.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
good to know the majority is indeed on board with the Kojima wild train. Go wherever it goes. I mean, sure, Kojima, sure.
Yo.
Right. So, I guess I have a question. Do we want to veto the second topic? Because I guess I don't think the audience will like to listen to Legends of the Grid.
It's okay. Let's move on to something more.
Or something that is literally walking for 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, we are on the same track already. We are walking toward this anyways.
No. Okay, so I'll set you the scene. It's the end of August, and we gotten in. That's actually not end of August. It's actually middle of August. We have gotten an invite by those the media for AniManGaki, one of the biggest cons. Anime cons. Oh my gosh!
It's not scary.
Convention.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry. My Discord service has been ruining me with short forms. Okay, so yeah, AniManGaki is one of the biggest anime conventions in Malaysia. It is the second biggest, next to the big one, which is Comic Fiesta. So they have invited us to, just cover it, go around, cover the event. And it was fun. Bar the 15,000 people in attendance.
Okay,
Alright.
back up a bit. I think that's the big takeaway for us about AniManGaki 2022 is the fact that this is a full house and then some.
Yes.
And yes, they said
How
maximum
full?
15k.
Yeah. Per day.
15k per day.
Wild. Like I've seen the crowd. I was first hand on that to just see. Okay, how long is the lines? And from my survey, it's like okay. Let me set up the trail of line from the convention entrance to the end of the line, where it was like around just before lunchtime, 12 p.m. on the first day. So, okay, convention entry, and then I think you from the entry spot you have to like go an escalator up. I'm going from entry to the back of the line, and so let's basically walking backwards lah. We are exiting the con essentially. Okay, and go up an escalator, short walk out of the convention center, and then you go to a flyover, and then you go down a step of stairs from a back alley, and then you go around here, and then you go through the atrium of the mall that was connected to the convention center, go around the roundabout one time, and then you say, and then you exit out to the center of the mall, also has a roundabout, right? Okay, you turn around halfway, and then you go to the other atrium, go down there. At the end of the atrium, there's an escalator. You go down the escalator, the line continues, and then you go back to the center. I think there is another turn to another part of the atrium.
Yep, that's another turn, yep.
And then you go down there, and then there's a dead end. And that's where the line starts.
Ooh.
It basically covers 2 floors and then some. At peak. And I talked to like the few volunteers that were handling the lines, right? I've heard the report says that some people would in presence starting 8 a.m. The show opens at 10. And this is not this is empirical observation, so basically just anecdotal lah, because I asked one of the people who were close to the entrance just before the ticketing counter, right? So still a long way to go, and I asked them how long have you been on the line, and say I've been queuing like for an hour line. I would not attend this con if we don't have media passes.
To be honest, it's same. Like all of us won't be there if not for the media pass and the fast ride.
My God, what a privilege to be there.
Yep.
Like literally, because I would not. Oh man, these people are dedicated to go there. Like, I mean, shout out to the dedicated people. Not only, you have to consider the people going there, not just like the average con goers. I mean, there are a lot of them too, but there are then the cosplayers, the folks with your Milo Ninja get up, and the folks with the whatever Genshin costume of the Genshin character that is popular right now, because I have no idea about Genshin. There's so many Genshin.
What is the Genshin character of the update right now?
Exactly.
I think that if I go around the show floor and I see like a weird anime cosplay, I don't think what anime is that. My first question would be, what Genshin character is this? This probably gotta be a Genshin character, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, okay, this is an AGC event, so it should be anime, games, and comics. But no, change it to anime, Genshin, and comics. The G is for Genshin.
On the note of Genshin Impact, there is a Genshin Impact booth in the show floor, right? Hey, guess what?
My God.
Guess what? Line. There's a line. Guess what? How the line goes? You have to like line up, and then it circles around the booth. Basically, you have to tower off the booth, and then the line has a potential to spill out into the entrance or the exit of the show floor because the booth is very close to the doors, the front doors. It's not too long of a queue, but the fact that there is a queue just for a booth is something.
They probably gave up free Primogens.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much because the ones that there's another Genshin Impact event outside in Lot 10 because there's a tower thing. Yeah, the tower thing where you teleport into, Yeah. They, if you like do a TikTok, they will give you free Primogems.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
A TikTok for Primogen, that's how low it goes.
I mean,
That's a cheap price to pay.
Yeah, that's a cheap price to pay for your virtual cocaine addiction.
I mean, I look at it the other way around. There's a cheap way to get the TikToks on Genshin, just giving away Primogens. How?
Yeah.
What else I see? Oh, by the way, speaking of cosplays, and shout out to the furries out there that went out.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have pictures of the furries. I didn't get a good shot of them or have a time to like have them post or whatever. But they were furries and they were a lot.
In this heat, no, not in heat. In like during the rainy season. Like, God,
it's humid. I mean, hot is one thing. It's humid.
Full costume, I should say. Like full
fursuit. You forgot the word fursuit.
Yeah, the whole
amazing. I'm like,
and it's not just one person. They were herd of them.
Yeah. An actual pack, an actual wolf pack.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, maybe a wolf pack is more appropriate. Yeah.
Yes.
It's wild to see I mean, it's been a while since we get a full-blown convention. I mean, the times that things have happened before. So now that the restrictions have been like lifted a lot and everybody is like okay to like get crowded again, and my God, it did got crowded. The only like place of the price, I guess, is the top floor lah, where you get to meet the VTubers.
The I guess you get the welcoming committee.
I mean, it's okay lah. You get to see the diversity of the local VTubers that are in the scene right now. Like, wow, okay, they cover a lot of like, they cover a lot of demographics here. Okay, I see. Apparently, one is closely associated with us by way of somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not naming names because I do not remember the name.
I think it contains something like pink and a drink called coffee. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of like okay local talents here. The fact that there was one video, a very patriotic video of one of the VTubers singing some patriotic song, and then just burst out laughing. Like, what the hell? And then one of the, I guess the event guys come in and say, hey, this guy's name is, I'm sorry that I cannot remember the name of the dude. Sorry so much. But I'm just caught up with the idea that of a VTuber singing a patriotic anthem in the midst of the patriotic month of August. So that cracked me up. But at least the people around there are also like, if you want to meet this person, so they are guiding to meet these virtual tubers. Because they are not in person.
I mean, I think they are, but they.
The
sacred words of if I see you, you don't see me.
Keep the kayfabe on.
Yeah.
The talents behind them might be around, but them as a the performing VTuber, they are just cardboards and maybe on some of the screens there. I think one of the screen is actually a live stream.
Yeah.
Can.
You didn't go to the second day. The second day, the World of Warships brought in the Malaysian VTubers to promote World of Warships.
I seen the merch. I see the booth and the merch. I think the day one is just them like showing a lot of the collab stuff lah. So, the V singing on the World of Warships. God damn it. Okay, so for some people who might not know, there is a very big Venn diagram between World of Warships. No. About naval warships and anime.
Yep.
We receive. Yeah. Oh, I guess we can begin the scope saying that there is a Venn diagram of military aficionados and weebs.
Yes.
I mean, we know one of them in person, but still, they are not a niche. They are a huge thing that even corporations, even like games, know that, if you're gonna need to like expand the demographic, we know exactly what to do. Like good on. Yep.
It's not even the fucking airlines as well.
Yeah,
that one airline.
Airlines appeal to the general weeb kind of thing. That's fine. Like the acceptable weebs, but these guys,
Military weeb.
they are they are when they got their weebs, they are cornering a very niche version of weeb. Not your average anime enjoyer. You got your hardcore historians that know their howitzers and their tanks. Those are different.
To the anthropomorphization of military weapons and vehicles.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, like companies like the developers behind World of Warships, World of Tanks, they know their crowd. So that's why they are. This is the first time they're attending AniManGaki.
Yeah, AniManGaki. Local area.
So
local ACG as well.
And they got VTubers there, so they basically know the research, they know the market. And speaking of the market, I think just what the presence of VTubers and the abundance of VTuber cosplays and dojins as in the fan art, right? People are very Malaysians are very invested in their virtual tubers. I guess we can make a good conclusion, a good observation there. Very obvious. I see a couple of AWIWAs around.
AWIWAs? A lot of the boys like for HoloLive will be Vox and
the Niji Sanji boys.
Yep, and Albans as well. Yeah, the literally printing money boys.
So yeah, there is a very significant market, right, for those sort of things. So interesting. So it's not just weird people that goes into the rabbit hole. So that's why I managed to got into the rabbit hole. It is the hole is big enough to even get your average YouTube enjoyer. So it's not just the weeps.
VTubers, not just the weeps, the women and children too.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you expect me as a person to be into VTubers? I mean, I'm stopping. I'm trying to avoid. I try so hard, but once a day I'll see the occasional recommendations of a clip. Oh no, this VTuber is saying an English word very sounds like a native. Oh no, should I click that? That's another story lah. What else at ANG? Okay. Shout out to the folks at Passion Republic Games. They are showing off Gigabash.
They know about us. Yeah. Thank you for the stuff, man, guys.
Oh, by the way, do you guys see the prototype statues down there? Right? Oh, that
Oh
looks
yeah, the
sick.
cute boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the prototype plushie. I
Uh-huh.
want a
Yep, the
plushie.
prototype cute boy. Yeah, I want to plush as well.
Those are collectible items that probably I mean they are like asking around. Oh, are you interested? If you make it,
Yes.
someone will buy it.
Yeah.
Well, but I understand the needs to like market survey and all that. Manufacturing costs. And especially when this is their debut game, and a new IP, so it's gonna need it needs to start somewhere. Look, get that Papa Zola collab, and then we can talk merch.
Yeah.
That's
they
it.
have to. They have
That's.
to.
I think we forgot. I think we all forgot about talking to ask them. What about Papa Zola? I mean, Godzilla is the goal, but let's start small. Let's start local first. Okay, how do we get Papa Zola in there?
They need
Yeah,
to talk to AniMonster.
Yeah, just talk to
Eh.
anyone.
Now. They invited us to they invite us to like tour their studio someday, right? So it's
Yeah.
like an opportunity.
Remind
Meck, ready the paperwork. Yeah, ready the paperwork.
ready the paperwork. Look, we may or may not have suggested them ideas and whatnot, but let's see where it goes. If suddenly there is a Papa Zola collab, I'm not saying we're responsible, but we should get royalties, consulting fees. But whatever lah. But at least looking at the crowd there, okay lah. People are like, ooh, Giga Bash, and looks like they are enjoying their time with the game. The FGC tournament is there, of course, as usual.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cost. Yep.
Yep. There is a rhythm game tournament earlier that day.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
The drum tick. Yeah, the Japanese drum ticks. Yeah.
I
No,
got
I
not
lost the strategy. Yep.
But I think I saw those mobile rhythm games where they like.
Oh
press-
yeah.
That's the weird one. I have no idea what
They
they're doing. They are just
They
like
know what the mark is.
that's the stuff that my fingers are worried about, like smudging the screen in long periods kan, with swipes and whatnot kan. Oh, those things. I did not see their fingers, the people who are playing them, if they are like putting those weird gamer finger socks. But I would like to believe they do. Because man, that's gonna hurt one day. Itulah, at least gaming side is not like as barren as you might have expected. I mean, in almost in all Malaysian AGC events, right, the G is very low. A lot of anime, a lot of comics. Gaming is a bit, no. But I guess when you consider Genshin Impact is a game,
Yeah, it should be a genre in and of itself.
well,
It's a genre. Yeah, that's basically a genre now.
yeah, I mean,
I guess you like
when you consider that
Genshin
there is a substantial amount of gaming presence when you like, I mean, Logitech is there selling stuff, gaming peripherals, so that's a big gaming brand there. So it's only that after we are all out of the hall, now I kind of appreciate, okay, there are a lot of gaming events, gaming stuff there, okay, it's just not gaming stuff for us. Like if it's Gamescom kind of like booths and whatnot, that would be like something appealing to us. But no, this is a very different kind of games exhibition. It's not much, but it's there.
Yep.
Also,
We need to level up.
Yeah, we need another level up.
That's our term. Right there.
It's our term. Yeah.
Yeah, level up is fun, especially like looking at the games around Southeast Asia that are. Yeah, those events are fun. Even though it's not Gamescom, but it's there. It's for us.
Yeah. Yes.
Itulah. Unless we send someone going to Gamescom Asia next month. But for now, that's it for events lah.
Oh yeah, we do have a NoiseCon a rebranded survey day. I'm not sure whether we'll go. I'll go.
Oh,
really?
how am I going? As long as we don't have to do that stupid apa nama? One thing we did, planking.
Oh yeah, the planking.
Fuck, you know.
The 1 minute planking bit. I remember.
1 minute. Okay,
One of the booths. They have this healthy gamers movement. Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll get an invitation from them soon. The Nexocon people.
Yeah, maybe. I don't mind coming there.
Okay.
Okay.
They're gonna do it again in Putrajaya, the iOS City Mall.
Yeah.
We're going there again.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah. I was thinking, are they not going to use their new, what's it called? Their new convention center at the new wing, but I guess not yet.
It's the same hotel. Is it the Marriott or is it?
Yeah, the Meridian, yeah.
Yeah, the Meridian. I forgot. Anyway, what's next?
Okay, with the convention talk out of the way, I think it's time for the news. News.
Yep, sure.
No, not news.
News.
Not that kind of rope. Sorry. News.
Oh,
news. The news.
Wait, the noose is a rope, a strand that connects the living to the dead.
The Kojima-isms.
And also, the news is actually a parody, like news casting from Singapore, I guess. There was once an actual show called The News, but just parody news.
My
Weird.
God.
It's fucking weird, yeah.
Oh man, someone did a joke about that. Okay, never mind that.
That's right.
The news.
The
news.
The news. Blame my short tongue. What's on it? What's on it?
Alright, so.
Let's talk about the air purifier first.
Oh, yeah. RIP. Nice.
Somehow we still need to talk about the purifier.
Yep.
So the officially the scalper stacks will be smaller.
That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
Because the official price will keep rising. It's been raised. So they say you pay like 2,500 per unit for the scalper's price, and then the new price is like 2,000, for example. So you pay 500 instead of 700 before. No.
Can we get the official price again in Malaysia? Because we are affected on the price hike as well. As well as the rest of Southeast Asia.
The pain train, as we will call it then.
The big market that did not get the price hike is in the US. Canada got a big hike. Japan got a price hike.
I wonder why.
Are we subsidizing Americans?
Yes, maybe. Alright, so, the price for Malaysia, it was previously 2,299 ringgit Malaysia.
And that is now, for the PS5.
Yeah, the PS5 with the disc drive. Okay. It is now priced at 2,499 ringgit Malaysia.
That's an increase of 200.
$50. So basically $50.
Yeah. And for the digital version, from 1,869 Malaysia ringgit is now 2,069 Malaysia ringgit, which makes, ironically, the digital version of PS5 useless. When you compare with its literal rival, the Series S, is still at the flat rate of, with if you buy it at Xbox Singapore, 1,006. So 400 more. Big yikes. I can say that it's a big yikes.
Yep. Let me calculate again. I have retroactively saved
Retroactively?
200 ringgit of my scalper tax. So that's how I see it. Like, okay. I mean, like, there's another thing to worry about the scalper economy. Because at it was trending when I got my purifier, it was trending down. Like, it was at one time around 3,000 plus to get one, which is ridiculously scalpy, gouging prices. You should not pay that much. But then it was trending down around 2,800. I got it around 2,800. So now that the price hike happens, will this retroactively increase the price of the scalper units, or will it just remain there? Because I'm not sure about the supply for the Malaysian sets anyway, so it's a lot of like question marks.
Yeah.
Even if you increase the price, it's still gonna be hard to like get it from official sources anyway. So it's
still the roulette, baby.
Like why apa? I mean, sure, the reason. I mean, if you apply the law of supply and demand, and is the only reason why Sony is raising the price is because they cannot supply enough. So they're gonna make demand lower by increasing the price.
Big brain strike.
Big brain lah. When people see that, oh no, PS5 is now expensive lah. Okay, I don't want to PS5 anymore lah. So then the people who still insisted to want a PS5 will eventually get them, albeit at a higher price. Because that's the only solid explanation I have, because there is no reason why the PS5 should be raised in price at this time, in this part of the generation. Microsoft's not saying they're gonna increase their Xbox price due to inflation. Neither is Nintendo's gonna do anything about the Switch prices. They will remain right now. So Sony is the only one like have to like make this call, which is weird.
Which is very weird.
It's not like a global issue, right? Okay, when you say it's a global supply chain issue, all the parts are getting expensive, right? And then due to that, the result is that all consoles will have to like increase their price to get their profit margin correct or whatever, right? That makes more sense than what is happening right now. The PS5 is the only console to get the hike. And you want to make this a bit more frustrating? There is a new revision of the PS5 that is currently being sold. And report says that the revision is a bit more lighter. Not sure which part they have Okay. So yeah, it's much lighter. So if you think about it, from a value proposition, right, we are now seeing new PS5s with less parts but at higher costs, so which makes it a very bad optic if you look it by that way. So what are you doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. It just feels like so weird. I mean, I feel weird because I have a purifier at home. I would have been mad if I don't have one and hearing this news. It doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. It's just like unfortunate to see it happen here, because they are the only one to make the call.
Yeah. The weird call, by the way. Let's see how the game plays. I mean, they have like 2 big games coming and Xbox has none still. So
you're right. Yeah, Xbox has only like small scale titles. All their AAA have been delayed.
Sony has, well, The Last of Us already launched just now at the time recording. So that's one down. One more to go is, well, God of War. And knowing to John Halo, John 117, and his game going up in smoke after this. So yeah, they are waiting on that front.
Yeah, hold on to your butt cheeks. We're getting there. We'll get there. Oh, do you want to go there?
I guess we can go there.
Okay. Oh, hold on to
So,
the butt
yeah,
cheeks would make a good segue for either of the topics. Now that I look at the docket,
Exactly.
never mind.
Yeah,
We pick a road.
exactly.
Speaking of road, a road map appears.
Yeah, for Halo Infinite. And it doesn't look good.
Oh no.
I mean, okay. Whereas can a game in the year 2022? Oh yeah, we're beta testing XP.
Beta testing what again?
XP, match XP. So basically, if you win a match, you'll get XP. But that is a beta testing.
Oh god.
You win. Yeah. What game in 2022 has that caveat still? Getting XP for finishing a game is beta. So basically, you might not even get get one.
No. Yeah, okay, I see the roadmap already. I know that there's one feature that was highly touted to be coming soon, but it's not coming at all, which is split screen co-op. They gave up. Despite saying that they should have split screen co-op as Halo should do, they gave up. And what else? Oh yeah, this game should be, if you consider Halo Infinite as a live service game, well, good luck with
It's a terrible live service game, yeah.
the next big season will only appear in March 2023. This is like an ongoing season 2 with barely any content planned. I mean, there is like a few more content coming in the what they call the winter update. And it's not
Yeah,
that
I
much.
get
They're gonna add another battle pass. They're gonna add 2 new maps, 2 only.
Two? No.
And when the Forge mode is getting into beta, it's not even out yet.
Wait, it's not even out yet. I
Yeah.
thought it was out. Like I've been seeing people like doing something. It's not even out yet. It was alpha. Oh no.
No, here's the thing. When they said the game is called Halo Infinite, I thought the Infinite stands for they're gonna update it like infinitely, forever.
Yeah.
But now that the sentiment goes now, the game is now will infinitely
Infinitely.
not finish. Like what the heck?
In beta mode.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on here? Are they not enough resources for them to like commit to a bigger team or what? I mean, of course, like making content is hard, and we should not overwork our game developers. But then if you're gonna maintain a live service, I think you need to have a bigger team to actually like get the constant treadmill of content coming in, right?
Yeah.
So what gives? What's happening? They just don't have enough manpower. They cannot afford enough manpower.
That, and I think that they just hired like a new team to help out recently. Like this is basically the 76 minute case, the Fallout 76 minute case, where they have to hire an external team to help out.
Okay, so the hidden cost of making a live service game. Can you maintain it? Can you maintain it to the expectations of your fan base? That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I mean, weirdly enough, the one company that have maintained a live service very well in relatively speaking, right? Bungie, the original makers of Halo.
Yeah, they've done it like that without issue at all. Yeah, they have done without issue at all. Like, here's the new season. We are pirates this week. This season until January, we are pirates.
I mean, I wouldn't say without issues the vaulting, vaulting stuff. But I mean, if the best in the business is also like still working out on the kinks, it goes to show that live services, even though the investors are seeing potential money there is also potential dread in getting it right. Because looking at Halo Infinite, I don't think they are, or the roadmap is there, and the roadmap shows that they are not there yet. Even when they have like all of these components, all the content promised here, like and they delivered, right? It's still not a strong stuff for people who play Halo every day and night to like keep and coming back. It's still too light. Which is a shame.
It kind of reminds me of Battlefield, actually. So, kind of Battlefield 2042. It's like, it's just there. Season 3, is Season 3? Yeah, it's like that now. Oh well. Could be better, could be worse. I mean, Josh Halo is enjoying his time in Fall Guys now.
John Halo. He's really falling, huh? So it's I get the furor around the fan base. I've seen people like upset or at least upset with whatever the treadmill of content that's coming to Halo Infinite. But hey, I mean, they have infinite time. They get infinite time to work on it, but that's the case. They don't have infinite resources despite being under Microsoft. Still not infinite. I mean, what? At least I think how Sea of Thieves these days. How's that game doing?
Seems healthy. They have a healthy play base as of now. Like seasonal updates, like a proper live service game. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay at least some Xbox game studios figure it out.
Yep. Rare Studio just keep going at it.
The rest is like, you hear something? Chaos? Nah, we don't do that here.
Good to hear that game still chugging. Because remember the whole hullabaloo about that game is when it launches. When back then when it launched, people were just saying, "Oh, this game's cool," and then what? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I think quoting Angry Joe. It says wide as the ocean, but as deep as a puddle.
Big oof.
But I guess these days they have like added weird stuff to flesh out all the content, the gameplay, and also add more content. So
they kept their head down and just churn up contents. Yeah, they now got a healthy play base.
Alright, so I guess we can go to the final story of the night.
Yes.
And I guess it's a positive. We're gonna finally end podcast on the positive note, finally.
But I am still sad that we still need to talk about. God damn it! How many episodes in a row does an Ubisoft game landed in the docket? I have no.
I mean, they have the. I am impressed that they have done like every 2 weeks. They do news every 2 weeks. Ironically, that's why they keep showing up here.
They have so many IPs that they can just do it every other week.
Somehow there's always news about Ubisoft. Okay, fine. Okay, but sure, this is a real game we're talking about, not a mirage.
It is
not just an illusion.
Not a mirage. Yep, it is the next Assassin's Creed game. And it's not the supposedly free to play forever game.
You could just say that to this.
Yeah, I don't want. No, that's a dirty word. I don't want to say that word.
I mean, they use it. They didn't find it
true.
dirty enough.
Yeah, true.
Live service. So this is not Assassin's Creed Evergreen.
Not Assassin's Creed as a service.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed as a service. Yeah, lots of S there.
As a service.
Okay, what's
what
the...
is it?
Yeah, so it's called Infinity, and Infinity there's the free flexibility.
No, you're confused with John Halo. No.
Oh no! Look at that. Thank you. Very cool of Halo.
No.
Yeah, it's called Assassin's Creed Mirage. Yeah, it's called Assassin's Creed Mirage, and it is back to basics, baby. Ever? Baghdad, check. No RPG, check. That's it.
So it's AC 1.0. Is it?
Is this does this kind of I think it's kind of like 1.5 or AC Origin Super Deluxe. Just AC but without the level grinding then.
Okay. Oh, why is it called Mirage then? As in, okay, we can see an Assassin's Creed in the horizon, but as the day comes in, oh no, there's no game. Will it be that?
Oh no. Oh, how about this? They make the joke. Like, remember Assassin's Creed 1? When people were freaked out when they see, oh, there is a real, not real, what they call it? It's an not out of body experience. The Animus. I'm talking about the Animus. Where, it's basically a simulation. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh no.
The Mirage.
Oh yeah.
The
Mirage,
what you see is basically just a mirage, and then you strap out all the Animus again. Oh, Animus bullshit again. No.
Oh no.
No. Oh, you guys have I don't want to spoil it. Okay.
You want Assassin's Creed 1? Okay, you got it, including the ones that you don't like.
No. I'll drop you because I've been playing Valhalla. The bit you just said, Meck, just now, it's actually true. It's actually part of the storyline.
Oh shit, you're gonna get animals again.
No, yeah, because in the I guess we can spoil Valhalla. It's like 3 years old now, so I don't care anymore. So I think like at the end of the game, where your playable character dies, you actually get sent. You actually have another playable epilogue where you play as the protagonist of this game, according to report lah. And like it is I guess technically there's no animus, but technically according to the law there is and there isn't. It's somehow jumbled together.
Oh
So
no.
that's why
It's the bleeding effect. You have used too much of the Animus that everything can be an out of body experience.
Yep.
Especially when you don't have a body, considering you're dead. You can go you basically are out of the body. You can be anything.
The character that you're gonna play as, according to the game, according to Valhalla, is technically the villain that you play, that you have been fighting in 18th century England. So it is an actual out of body experience with the 18th century guy now in 21st century. So apologize if you guys the viewers want to play Valhalla. Yes, that's the whole bit of it. Oh
Yeah,
well.
please.
Yo. It is interesting. Yeah, I am interested now. Just not because the gameplay standpoint. Because I want the lore standpoint. How are they going to do this now? Well, only way to find out is when. Yeah.
Okay, the setting is promising, but will it be an Assassin's Creed game or will it be an Assassin's Creed label RPG?
No, there's no RPG in Animus at all. They've confirmed it.
So
it's gonna be set in the Middle East.
Yep.
So we're back with we're literally back as the Hashashin again.
Yes. Tapi itulah, like according to law wise, this is actually jumbled as hell. So I don't know how they're gonna work this then.
Soft reboot.
Yeah.
Just like how Origin is technically a soft reboot.
Another reboot.
Another reboot. I mean, they can now use the bit I just told you guys, the out of body experience.
Okay, but we'll get to know Mirage later next week. Whatever,
Yeah, next week.
whenever
Yep.
is September
The next
10.
episode.
Oh no.
Because Ubisoft Forward is the next one.
Okay. What do you want from an Assassin's Creed game that plays like an Assassin's Creed? What features? What gameplay things? For me,
I don't want any escort missions. Thank God, please.
escort no. Trailing,
No more, please.
tailing missions
Yes,
I would
no.
love.
Tailing okay. Tailing is okay. I like tailing.
I would like to see a free-form assassination mission.
Yeah.
I'm saying like let us have a hit and then mission. Give me a target, or even better, let me find the target, searching for clues and whatnot. They are on the open world. You search for them, find a way, and then you figure out the best way to assassinate them freely using your tools or whatever.
Yeah.
Create a ruckus at one side of the street and then go the other side and just like
Isn't that? I think isn't that was part of the old Assassin's Creed as well?
Yeah, but I remember the old Assassin's Creed is kind of like that.
Scripted. Yeah, scripted.
But it's all scripted. The problem with Assassin's Creed 1 is that you do the same gameplay loop over and over again without that much variation. The concept is strong, but it's not sandboxy. It should be sandboxy. But instead of taking that direction, they take a left turn and say, hey, how about Assassin's Creed be a GTA component? Take a GTA inspiration. And then you got crafting, you got economy.
No, yeah.
And then you get the cosmetics.
It's just more busy work.
I mean, I like Assassin's Creed 2. I like Ezio as a character, but man, when they took that direction, they never turned back. They stopped being assassins after that. I mean, sure, go back to basics, I guess. I mean, it's either this or like try and do some weird other places where assassins can be like. I mean, they've tried Vikings, they've gone the French Revolution, they've done the American Revolution. Is that it?
Yep, American.
Oh, they do like the revolutions, and then the Industrial Revolution in Britain, of course.
Yeah, Industrial Revolution. The French Revolution.
Ubisoft, what are you saying?
We need another revolution. I mean,
they are French. They are French for a reason.
All three, ironically, all three Watch Dogs games about revolution as well.
You know what?
The French like to protest.
And they will murder for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we've picked up the Frenchness of game development, revolution. Interesting. Okay. I'm ambivalent to this, but if it does go sandboxy, I mean, I cannot not be in.
I think we end on that note then. The curious case there.
Yeah. Okay, good luck with Ubisoft taking this leap of faith. And on that note, the thumbnail. Quick, before we fall into the haystack.
Walking simulator, the real walking simulator.
Oh yeah, okay. I make the logo of the real walking simulator with that simulator logo, wood font.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then coffee, I guess. Yeah, just put a coffee there.
Coffee.
No, latte art.
Oh no! Don't say I have to put that.
No,
just anything.
Just
no, because I can see
picture.
latte art was censored, but then nobody knows what that thing is. No. Okay, just latte art. Okay.
Okay, and for AMG, what are we gonna put for AMG?
Please name me a random Genshin character to Google that you see a lot there.
Guy or girl? That's the question.
Any name, I cannot discern whether they are guy or girl at one glance anyway.
have Kaede Harakazuha. We have. I don't see. I have seen a few Zhongli.
Zhongli,
A few. Yeah, I haven't seen Venti.
Venti, yeah. I guess the Venti can work.
Oh no, it's
it's
because the
okay.
coffee.
Yeah, it makes sense as well.
Because of the coffee reference. Okay.
No, but
Yeah.
Xiao is not exactly popular outside of Genshin. Who else?
Yeah,
I think you can put the Aerith. Yeah, just put Aerith is good enough. Aerith or Lumine. I don't know. Lumine, just put Lumine or Paimon, whatever.
Yeah, just put in Venti, and I guess one of the main characters are the guy or the girl.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. That's it for the podcast. Wow.
Social links and what's coming up on the site.
Alright. So I'll go first then. I have been Daniel. You can follow me on my Twitter. That is FL4KY. I am been working on the review of Saints Row 2022. And unlike everyone else, I actually like this game. It's actually one of my game of the years. Please do not flame me to death.
Yeah. The Trash Fire Connoisseur.
Yeah,
Again.
the transfer concert. Fun fact, there is literally a trash finding punya mini game in Saints Row 2022.
Perfect.
So you know it's made for me.
Okay, this is Anan. You can find me on Twitter, Jonir, DR4UPN1R, DR4UPN1R. I just published a review on Creative Sound Blaster GC7 gaming sound card. So yeah, you can just go to the Game Matter site and read the article. Meck?
And I have been Amiral Mekronos Ashraf, MECKRONOS. Find me on Twitter there. What's coming up on the site? Honestly, I forgot what's on the site right now.
I forgot.
But I think there is at least one review coming to GameMatters.com. Maybe for a game that will be released soon.
No, it's not.
Hold on, there is two. Oh no, I forgot.
Yeah.
I remember. And it's not what?
Not the Last of Us Part 1.
Nah. Yes, that's it. That's dia.log, the Game Matters podcast. This time for real. This time you get to hear this until the end for this one. Yep. And
oh no, too bad you all cannot hear the 3-hour Kojima talk. Just sad.
Yeah, make America whole. Let's go.
Not make them holes.
Yeah,
Whole.
make them whole
Together.
Yes.
Just in case.